second. Okay. Hey guys, Jim, Sheri, Andi, welcome. How you guys doing?
Afternoon.
Happy
Great.
Friday.
Andi, your name just says and. That's okay. So while Andi fixes that, I want to welcome you guys to this live stream. We should be live on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Someone has a train happening in the background. So what I want to do, we're going to be talking about shorts because inside Thriving Creators Society, last month we brought in short form video expert Wave Wild, and she really blew our minds with specifically YouTube shorts. We talked a little bit about like TikTok and stuff, but it was mostly a YouTube shorts kind of a thing. Hi, Katy. And like I am still trying to like process everything that Wave taught us about shorts, because there were some things that I didn't know, that I had never heard before. And some of you all implemented what Wave taught us and got some really fantastic results. And you've been doing shorts. Some of you have been doing shorts for a while. I know Sheri has been doing shorts for a while. So I wanted to gather us up in one place and have a discussion about what you're doing with shorts, what's working, what's not, and how it's actually helping you get great results on your YouTube channel in terms of more subscribers, more views. We'll maybe even talk a little bit about shorts revenue. I just looked up my shorts revenue from February, and I can't wait to share it with you guys because it's amazing. So let's start off with a couple of introductions. Let's start with Sheri. If you want to just introduce yourself and just like briefly introduce your channel, and we'll just go from there.
Sure. My name is Sheri. I'm with Ratchet Up Your Art, and my channel focuses on jelly printing and tips and tricks and everything that deals with jelly printing.
Cool. Andi, why don't you go ahead and go next?
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Andi, and my channel is True Blue Quilts. I've been on YouTube for about 4 years, and I found Meredith and Thriving Creator Society because I just wanted to get to the next level.
Awesome. Katy, go ahead.
Hi, I'm Katy Huie Harrison from Undefining Motherhood. We cover on our YouTube channel everything that new moms need to know that no one tells them during pregnancy and postpartum.
Cool. Jim?
Oh, yes. Jim Fisher. I have 2 YouTube channels. One, it's a little loud for me. Turn this down. One is Vintage Insight Photography, which I've had for a couple of years, and that is primarily a photography channel. But then my wife and I started doing some travel photography, and that sprung the second channel that I now have, which is Airstreamer, and that's devoted to our very near full-time living on the road in a travel trailer and traveling the U.S.
Cool. Jim, is there a story behind that pink flamingo behind you, or you just like flamingos?
Flamingos are part of the Airstream world. It's just one of those things that everybody seems to do. So that's what the pink flamingo is.
Okay, interesting. I had no idea that was a thing. All right, cool. So let me start with Sheri, and I'm going to try and figure out how to make Sheri go on the full screen. So Sheri at Ratchet Up Your Art started doing shorts pretty much almost like as soon as shorts became a thing. Is that right, Sheri? Can you share a little bit about what you've done with shorts on your channel so far?
Yes. As soon as they announced shorts, that even people that weren't monetized could do shorts and post them and everything, I jumped on board. I found that it was a lot easier for me to create content in a short format and get it posted. And then sometimes I could do 2 or 3 in a batch and get them out there and schedule them. And so as a YouTuber, I really felt as though I was accomplishing something. Long form content takes up a lot more of my time. And I tend to have more time with the shorts. The types of things that I do for shorts is just a very shortened version of what I do on my regular long form content. It just cut to the chase real quick. And I try to keep them about 27 seconds.
Okay. So, wow, that's quick. Those are quick shorts. So you initially started doing shorts on your channel as a way to like the long form videos are great, but they take more time to create, obviously. So you were like, I'll just do some shorts to kind of try and stay consistent and try to keep some content on your channel. Is that right?
Yes, it all started also with like challenges. Sometimes there's artistic challenges that they have per month, and different topics per day. There was no way I was going to create 30 long form content in a month. There was, I could not do those. So,
right.
Any case, so I just did, the shorts, and that was much easier.
Okay, cool. And so do you feel like, I feel like maybe you've been doing shorts on your channel longer than the rest of us, has it changed? Has like the results changed, or are you getting more views on your shorts now than you were when they first started, or how has that worked for you?
So I'm definitely getting subscribers to my channel with the shorts. As far as views, since I've been kind of stale for the last couple of months, not a lot of views for my shorts recently, but some of my shorts have, over 1,000, I believe, on the on my shorts
Awesome.
in views.
Cool.
So.
Cool. Andi, let's move on to you because you posted something in the Thriving Creators Society Facebook group a couple days-ish ago. And you actually posted the stats of, and I have to figure out how to switch things around here. There we go. You posted the stats of a long form video, right? That were kind of like a surprise. It seemed like those statistics were a little bit of a surprise to you. Can you share a little bit about how shorts played a role in that? And I'm going to try and find that post that I can put it on the screen.
Yeah. I've had long form content for several years. I was getting a little bit burned out on publishing content because it can get to be kind of a grind. And I had some changes in my day job. So my channel was at a lull, and joining Thriving Creator Society, having Wave come in and talk to us about shorts, I realized I could repurpose a lot of my existing content, use the remix option, and create shorts. So I set myself a goal to start posting shorts once a day. And I had done that. I had looked at my content calendar, and I decided to publish a new video based on the topic in my highest viewed video. So it was related content, and I normally get maybe 100 to 200 views in a week, and I got thousands of views in a day with this new video. A couple of my shorts had gotten to that kind of 1,000 view in the week prior to this video being launched. So I really think it was a combination of YouTube seeing my consistency ramping up, tried and true popular, and it just, kind of, I found the sweet spot, I guess. And it has, those results have continued all week. This video was posted last Friday, and I've seen like 1,000 subscribers just this week from that, and that's all I can attribute it to, is that popular topic and daily shorts.
Wow. So wait, you got 1,000 subscribers just this week from that video
in a week.
in a week. Oh my
I'd have to double
God.
check my stats, but my channel overall has gotten 1,000 subscribers in 7 days.
Oh my. That is so cool. That is so awesome.
Yeah.
So how many views so this video that I'm showing the stats on the screen here is it's a long form video, but it's related to all of these daily shorts that you did. How many days did you do shorts for?
I started posting daily shorts on February 9th, so we're just shy of 1 month of daily content.
Okay, so you posted these daily shorts and then you posted this long video, and this screenshot was from a
That
couple
was
days
probably from Monday, so
Okay.
3 days after the video had posted.
And how many views does that video have now? Do you know offhand?
Yeah, I've got my analytics pulled up. It's the top video, obviously, for the last 28 days. And when you're looking at that last 48 hours statistic, that specific video has 14,000 views.
My gosh. Cool. I love it. Now, AJ posted in the comments. AJ is a Thriving Creator Society member. She said YouTube makes it really easy to subscribe while watching shorts. I think that's one of the biggest like benefits or like drives of why you should be creating shorts, because when viewers are viewing shorts, there's a big red subscribe button. It's right there, right by their thumb as they're scrolling. It's like so quick and easy to just say, yep, I'm going to subscribe to that person. So that's awesome. Andy, thank you for sharing that. I'm going to figure out how to stop sharing my screen. There we go. Let's move on to Katy, because Katy also had kind of a shorts blow up recently. And I will try and find a screenshot of that in the group. But Katy, if you want to kind of talk a little bit about your shorts strategy and what you've been doing so far.
Yeah. What I'm doing so far is really a lot of kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks, which I hate to say that because it sounds like I'm saying there's no strategy, and that's actually not what's happening. It's more that I'm trying to determine what the strategy should be exactly. I come from Instagram and I have a website where I'm an author, and those platforms have been really, I don't want to say easy for me to build, but I have been successful sort of all along, trudging along and growing. And YouTube has just been a different beast for me that I have not been able to crack. So I was doing YouTube for about a year before I joined Thriving Creator Society. I don't know why, because I knew Meredith before and I should have gotten on it. And that really was the game changer for me. So my 1 year on YouTube was just nothing was happening. If you look at my stats, they're completely flat. And then all of a sudden, because I write about pregnancy and postpartum, when Rihanna announced her pregnancy, or her sort of belly announced it for her, right, at the Super Bowl halftime show, I had a lot of different things that I could say about this that were really important. And so we had just done this training on shorts with Wave Wild and talked about using trends when they're appropriate. And I had just kind of had on my list of like, okay, I'm going to get to shorts. I'm going to do that. So when this happened, I said, I've got to jump on this. I've got to do something with this. And it was the easiest video I've ever created. I like got a GIF or a GIF, however we're pronouncing it today, of Rihanna. And I wrote a statement that I thought was really important for people to hear. And I posted it with one of her songs in the background. And that was really all I did. And that short just blew up for me. It got more views than anything on my channel ever has. It got tons of subscribers for me. Like what I could normally get in 2 months, I got in a night. And then it kept some steam the next day. So I just started posting more shorts after that. And it's really amazing because if I look at my graph right now, it is like flatlined until February 14th. And since then, it's up and down like every other person's graph seems to look like. So I'm doing all sorts of different things. I'm remixing videos. I'm creating shorts as in response to comments that I get on my videos. I'm making new content. Some of it has my face, some of it doesn't have my face. One thing I've actually even been trying that probably isn't recommended is I've been going back to things that hit on Instagram like 2 years ago and downloading those reels and removing the watermarks and just seeing what happened. And so far, I've seen a 60% growth in my subscribers over the past 3 weeks since I've been posting shorts. I'm seeing infinitely more views. And what I actually am maybe most excited about is that I'm getting comments and I'm getting them on all sorts of videos. And for a year now, I've wondered, how are people getting comments? No one comments on my YouTube videos. And people talked about how you could make a short in response to a comment and it could do well. And I was like, but no one comments for me to make a short. And doing this in 3 weeks, all of a sudden people are starting to comment on all of my other older stuff that's getting eyes that wasn't. So I don't know what's working in the algorithm, but it's doing a lot better. And I'm just seeing a complete revitalization to a channel that has up to this point been really pretty dead.
Wow, that's an amazing case study for doing shorts on your channel. You're doing all the things. I love all that experimentation. We'll have to maybe dive into that more sometime. But so it sounds like what you're saying is, are the views of all of your videos, like long form content, up because of shorts, or is it just that you're getting lots of views on your shorts?
So most of the views are coming through on shorts. But views are up everywhere. So if I go in and I look at my top 10 videos in the past 28 days, 9 out of 10 are shorts and the long form video is number 10. But my views are still going up overall. I'm getting comments on videos that I don't really see in analytics because they're not getting that many new views, but they're getting some all of a sudden. And my watch hours are really steadily climbing. So clearly other videos are getting views. It's just that the shorts are like the big thing I see in analytics, but it's really clear that other stuff is happening down there as well.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Let me move on to Jim over here and the pink flamingo. Jim, you have 2 channels, and are you doing shorts on both of your channels?
Yes, I am.
So tell me about that. How long have you been doing them, and what have you been experimenting with?
Well, I tried doing shorts on my photography channel a couple of years ago, which was the only channel that I had. And it was a lot of work because I was producing them the same as my long form videos. Even though they were only 60 seconds long, I was doing a series of photo tips called 60-Second Sundays. And again, I had multiple locations and graphics and everything going on. And of course, there was no financial benefit or anything to doing that. So it was just a lot of work and I felt like I was spinning my wheels, so I dropped it. But just recently, I've kind of figured out that shorts are a whole different animal. So you just grab your phone and record live somewhere, and it seems to work out a lot better. And that's what I've done on both channels is I've done a little bit of a remix of some videos because you can do that as a short, and that's bopped up and got me, quite a few hundred or even 1,000 views on something, and that helps bolster the channel, especially the new Airstreamer channel. And then another thing I just did on my photography channel that worked really well is I responded to a comment. I think Katy, you were mentioning that earlier. responded to a comment with a short, and that short took off with about 2,000 views, and just worked really well, because not only is it a comment in the comments, but it also gets posted as a short and worked out really well.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So are you seeing subscribers coming in through shorts?
Yeah, I've had nothing like the numbers that Andy had, but I've seen 5 or 10 come in from a short, but that's still pretty good, I think, on something that has maybe 1,000 or 1,500 views. I'm still pretty happy with that.
Yeah, that is pretty good. Do you find that are your shorts getting, like, are they getting views and then continue getting views, or do you feel like they get views and then drop off and you have to keep kind of publishing shorts to get shorts views?
Yeah, my experience is they get views for about a day and then they flatline. I've had one that did a bit and then flatlined and then went up again, but then it flatlined again. But they seem to die.
Yeah, Katie, you're nodding your head. Has that been your experience as well?
Yeah, for me, it's a few hours. It's like crickets for an hour or two, and then a straight shot up for 1 to 2 hours, and then it is done. And maybe every now and then I'll see a couple of views or comments come on it later, a few days or a couple weeks later. But if it does, it's like Jim says, it just happens to be a quick spike and then it's done. So Wave mentioned that some people publish shorts multiple times a day. And I thought, that's insane. Like, what don't you confuse the algorithm? But I kind of get it watching these numbers, because it seems like they've really got their lifetime value is, they're not even fruit flies. They're just little, like an hour or two and it's over.
And I actually pulled some numbers for this, and I'm in the crafting space. So as a quilter, some things may be a little more evergreen in terms of, you can watch somebody make something and it doesn't matter if they made it today or if they made it 2 years ago, you can still follow the process. Anyway, so my numbers, my most popular short had over 1,500 views the first day, and it's still getting up, somewhere between 75 and 100 views. And this is, a week, 10 days later. My less popular were getting, like, one of them got 300 views day one and then 600 views day two. So it took a minute to catch on, but it's only getting, like 5 or 10 views now. So it really dropped off. And my theory with shorts is that as new people find your content, like new subscribers, a variety of your shorts will start being shown to them. And so that's where you can get some longevity, because if your channel overall is growing, then YouTube is going to pull from your whole library of content to show those new people.
Do you think it's showing, like, pulling from your whole library of long form videos, or pulling from your shorts and trying to get those in front of those people?
Both. I really think it'll throw some of your and I don't even know if it's popular or if it's, content dependent, keyword tags, whatever. They'll show some of the shorts and some of the long form content, because, you can see your recommended which videos are being recommended or suggested and stuff. So they are pulling some of those long form videos to show people as well.
Interesting. I think that's the like the hope of all of us long form content creators, that if we're investing the time and energy into shorts, that we're not just becoming shorts creators, we're getting more traffic, more eyeballs, more, algorithm juice, more Google juice, on our long form content, right? Because it kind of seems like I hope YouTube isn't saying, well, let's be like TikTok and everyone will just be a short form creator. Um, because like as fun as TikTok is, there's just something about having long form content that is just like no other platform really does it as well as YouTube. So I'm hoping that what you're sort of saying is that I'm hoping this is the case. And I'm hoping that it gets even more so the case where people are watching a short from you, and then maybe the next time they open up YouTube, they're seeing on their homepage a long form video from you. Maybe like a similar topic to what the short was that they watched, or maybe just a popular topic from your channel. Maybe, hopefully, that is one way that the algorithm is working in our favor. Um, AJ says she thinks of shorts as a tease to her channel. Have any of you guys published a short that that you like purposefully made it like a tease for a longer form video?
I've been doing that with all of mine, and I'll have to go back and get better analytics to see if that correlation is working. But I always pin a comment to my own short that has a link to either the long form video that it came from or out to a blog post, because I also have an external website that I like to drive traffic to.
Okay, cool. So you're using the pinned comment feature, which is something I did not know was a thing until Wave came in and did our training inside Thriving Creators Society. Did you guys know that you could pin shorts comments until she told us that? Oh, Sheri did, because Sheri's been doing shorts for a while, so Sheri knows. Yeah, I didn't know that, and I thought, oh my gosh, like I'm supposed to know all these things about YouTube, and I don't know all these things about shorts. It's all well, and I think they change things, they add features. It's still very fluid, right? Because it's like relatively new. Interesting. Okay, cool. So, do you guys where do you all come up with the ideas for your shorts? Sheri, do you want to share where are you coming up with your ideas?
So I usually try to do challenges, artistic challenges, if you will, and that's how I come up with the ideas for my shorts, is to join in on the fun with the art challenge, and then just post a little quick video on how to do that and how I solve the problem.
So when you
that's what I
say
do.
like, can you describe what, like, because I think that's kind of a niche specific thing, what you're talking about, where there's challenges within your niche. Can you talk a little bit more about that or how that works?
Sure. Yeah, most definitely. So like for the month of March, they may have each day they have some kind of challenge of do something with jelly printing with birds, and how are you going to do a jelly print with birds? What are you going to do with that, right? Another one could be jelly print with orange, the color orange, or are you talking about an orange pill? Because with jelly printing, you can get textures from various different mediums, if you will. And so trying to solve it, I use it as a solving a problem and how I solve my problem. And that's what ends up being my short topic, if you will.
Okay, interesting. Katy, where are you coming up with your shorts ideas?
So I'm kind of coming up with mine in two ways. One is information that I think can actually really benefit my audience, but I can give it really quickly. So maybe it doesn't need a long form video, or maybe it's a piece of something that has been or can go into a long form video, and then I'll link to that. The other way is just trends. Honestly, the easiest shorts are if I get on shorts and I watch what comes up in my feed and I save 5 different pieces of audio, and then I go in and record, because I can record so many different things in probably just 20 minutes. Because when you're watching what other people are doing with, a certain clip of music or trying to give tips about something, it's really easy to say, oh, this would work for this thing that I do. And so that's my favorite way, because it's easiest and it tends to perform better.
So are you looking through YouTube Shorts for shorts inspiration, or are you going to Reels and TikTok and coming up with ideas and then turning them into shorts?
Both. I'm trying to start in shorts because I want to see what's trending here. And it's been really interesting because I'm seeing certain things coming up that were trends on Instagram and TikTok a really long time ago. And I'm like, oh, I never participated when it was on Instagram, but I could do that now.
Mhm.
So that's been really interesting. Sometimes I like to go over to Instagram just to get some different ideas because my shorts feed hasn't quite learned what I want to see yet. So it does get a little bit stale for me, but I like to see what's going on shorts first until I run out of ideas or am just seeing the same thing that I don't want over and over again because I like to use the what's the word I'm looking for? I like to use the sounds
Mhm.
that are native to YouTube instead of bringing it over from something else. I try really hard in every short to use their text feature somewhere and to use one of their sounds. And so I prefer to get started on shorts if I can.
Gotcha. So it's easier then if you're looking for ideas and looking for inspiration, you find like a trend where like it's a content trend, but it's also maybe a trending sound, and then you know that it's there on YouTube and you could just use it for your own thing instead of trying to have to like hunt for it if it came over from like TikTok or something.
Exactly. And I know, like, remember that trend that was happening maybe 5 or 6 months ago where the sound, everyone's doing like the hand thing and then pointing? That's apparently trending on YouTube right now.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm fascinated by this. Like, this would never show up on TikTok or Instagram anymore. So it's really interesting just to see and say, oh, my audience is it's the same, but it's got overlap. But the time frame of life that I cover is slightly different between Instagram and Reels. So it's really interesting to see what's going on here and just like tweak the way I've seen it used other places. And hopefully soon YouTube will learn what I want to watch and it'll be easier to do it all straight from shorts.
Yeah, yeah, hopefully. There's always I feel like most of my short form like scrolling time is spent on TikTok. And so there's always a joke on TikTok that, anything you see on Reels happened on TikTok a month ago. It's almost kind of sounds like what you're saying is what you see on YouTube Shorts happened 5 or 6 months ago on TikTok. It's sometimes I'll see a TikTok trend and I'll think, oh, I should do this. And then I'm like, it's probably too soon to put this on YouTube because I feel like people aren't going to get it because I haven't seen it. I don't want to be like the weird person doing these trends that people are like, who is this lady? So yeah, that's interesting. That's a good idea though I mean, you can pull from the other platforms for inspiration, but like if you're trying to use shorts, get views on shorts and use shorts to grow your channel, like start with inspiration from what is actually happening on shorts. Jim, where are you coming up with your shorts ideas?
Well, like I say, the most success that I've had has actually been sampling my existing videos. So that's worked out really well. Like I've got a couple videos that I think are pretty good content, but they aren't getting the views I think they should get. So I keep sampling different areas and putting those as shorts. And the nice thing about that is that it links to the original video. So if you touch onto the video while it's playing or the shorts while it's playing, you can see all the variations of that video, which is nice.
So is that the remix feature? Is that what YouTube
Yes.
calls it?
Yep.
Okay. So you're taking a long form video using the remix feature, which do you do that on a desktop or on your phone?
Phone.
Is it only available on the phone?
I think so.
I think so too. And then you get to like select the portion of the video?
Right, I do, and then those I'm doing really short, about 15 seconds. So you can scroll through the whole video, but of course, long form videos are horizontal and shorts are vertical. So
Right.
it crops in. You don't have the option to shrink it down, or if you do, I haven't found out how to do it yet. So it crops in. So sometimes, like if my wife and I are talking, you just see, just a
Right.
portion of the face. But that's why I try to keep it really short. And then, I'm using 100% of the sampling from that. I'm not adding any music to the background or anything. So it's just a sample right off that. The other thing that I've had good success with, and I need to do more of this, and that's the comments. That's a short, and that's worked out really well the couple times I've done that.
Yeah, I need to do that too because I keep forgetting that it's a thing. And but I feel like I've thought of that idea and YouTube stole it. But like years ago, I was thinking, why can't we respond to a comment with a video? Like, this is a video platform. Wouldn't this make sense? But they've implemented it now with shorts, which I think is great. And now I don't even use it because I forget that it's even a thing. Okay, cool. So Andy, how about you? Where are you coming up with your shorts ideas?
Mixture of what everybody else is doing. I have a pretty healthy library of long form videos, so I try to remix different videos there just because I'm trying to get that overall watch time up. So hopefully people are linking back out to the long form video when I do the remix. And then if I see trends from Instagram, like Katy mentioned, I will do, I'll hop on the bandwagon. That's what it's there for. Let's all party on with whatever's trending.
Cool. So how about, are you repurposing your videos for like TikTok and Reels, or just sticking with YouTube Shorts?
No, I don't have a lot of time to be all the places, and I just, I think my audience is on YouTube right now. Quilting, the stereotype is all the grannies are making quilts for their families. So and my channel demographics definitely are in that 55 plus age range. And so I don't think, I've never been on TikTok. So, the young, really quirky, radical quilters, I guess I'm just going to miss out on that demographic. But there's plenty of content and things to go around. So
you would be surprised by the age demographic on TikTok. It's not just young people.
Yeah, probably. But again, it's kind of the time frame. And I know there's apps and other programs that I could use to repurpose, but I figure I'll just double down and be strong in one place rather than being stressed out trying to be everywhere.
I love that. That's the best advice right there. Katy, I know that you're on Instagram. Are you on TikTok? Do you repurpose your stuff to TikTok?
I don't. I kind of decided the same thing that Andy did. I thought about it. I have a TikTok account. I've posted things on it a couple of times, but I've mostly said, it's not even double down on one platform, right? I have a website, I have an email list, I have a YouTube channel, I do Instagram. Like at some point, if you want to be good in places, you just can't be in all the places. So I love scrolling TikTok, but I am strictly a user there. And I love having a social media platform that isn't work.
Yeah, I love that. Sheri, how about you? Are you doing Instagram and TikTok with your shorts, or just shorts?
No, Instagram. I have a few things I've posted on Instagram, but I'm mostly stick with YouTube. And going back to Jim for a minute, I mostly use my desktop for editing, and you can do a remix from your desktop. It does not need to be just from the phone.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Shows how much I know about shorts. Jim, how about you? Are you strictly YouTube? Or are you doing Instagram, TikTok, or anything else like that?
Mostly YouTube. I have a couple of different Instagram accounts. So that I'm going to start being a little more visual on LinkedIn as well, because of the travel, I need to partner up with some travel bureaus or tourism bureaus for that, and LinkedIn will work well for that. And then, of all things, Twitter. So I think Twitter is going to be an up and coming video platform. It's been stated, Elon Musk has stated that he's going to pursue that pretty heavily. So I have a presence on Twitter, both as myself and as the Airstreamer channel.
Interesting. Yeah. When I set up this live stream, Twitter was an option, and I was like, I don't know if I want to go live on Twitter. I don't know what that experience would be like. So I didn't. But okay, that's so interesting. So let's talk about monetization of shorts. This is the most fascinating topic because whenever YouTube said like, oh, we're gonna monetize shorts and it's gonna be great, and everyone was like, finally. And then starting February 1st, so like about a month ago, they started monetizing shorts. And those of us who have monetized channels were like, wow, 1 cent, 2 cents. It's really racking up here. Like, this is shocking. So I want to share my if I can find it. I'm like multitasking like a crazy person here, but I'm going to share my shorts revenue from the month of February. And I don't want to like brag or anything, but let me see. Stop sharing this. Share. Present. Okay. Here we go. Are you guys ready for this? So I have made 17 cents in the month of February from my shorts. Yay! Jim, you have one of your channels is monetized, right?
Yes.
What have you been seeing for shorts revenue on that?
About a penny.
Total?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh my.
So we're going to plan one of our trips around that, I think. In fact, I'm looking it up right now. I'm seeing if I can come up with that. So,
where can you go for a penny?
Actually, the Meijer Supermarkets has the pony that you can still ride for a penny in the store.
Okay,
so I think that could be a trip.
Wow. I mean, you can't even get an Aldi's shopping cart for a penny. Like,
no, that's 25 of those things.
Andi, I think your channel is monetized, right? How have you been doing with shorts revenue?
My revenue for 1,000 views is a whopping 6 cents. So I'm, just that little bit edging you out there. And I've made a whole $1 from my shorts. So in another month or so, I might be able to buy you a Coke.
Well, that's pretty good. $1.
Yeah. I'm not complaining at all.
Wow. Okay, cool. That's exciting. Jim, were you about to say something?
I was going to jump back in because I can almost get an Aldi shopping cart. I haven't looked at the shorts revenue in a long time. I'm up to 22 cents.
Nice.
So,
couple more months and you'll get there.
Goals.
Wow. All right. So let's start to kind of wrap things up. And if each of you could share something for, if somebody's watching this and they're like, I don't know about shorts. I don't know if it'll work for me. What is something that we could all do, like say in the next 30 days to like give it our all, to like really do shorts, do a really good job? What is a tip that you would share? And we'll start with Sheri.
Jump in. Just jump in and do it.
Just start doing
it. Just do it. Don't worry about it.
Don't think about it. Just jump. Katy, how about you? What is your advice?
Drop the perfectionism. Shorts is a place where I do not need my studio lighting and DSLR camera and editing technology. My phone without makeup performs just as well. Not even showing my face sometimes performs just as well.
I love it. Andi, how about you?
I would say go ahead and download CapCut. That has been a good resource if you're not remixing inside the YouTube platform. I make my shorts in CapCut and then I bring them in to YouTube so that I can use the native sound. Katy had mentioned that earlier, to use the recommended sounds. And if I'm talking in a video, I'll put a popular audio at about 10%. And that way I'm hoping to get on the trend, as well as be able to give my tip through either voice or even the on-screen text.
Okay, cool. Jim, what's your advice?
Well, to kind of piggyback on what Katy said, just keep it simple. That's been a really hard thing for me. I background over 30 years as a professional photographer, and so to try to keep it just simple with the phone was really, really difficult for me. But that's what it is. I don't have to edit it. I don't have to do any of that. Just pop on and do it almost live, and that's it.
I love it. Yes. So for anyone watching, we had Wave Wild, who's a short form content expert, come in to Thriving Creator Society and do a whole presentation on shorts that blew me away. It blew everybody away. It inspired this whole live stream for us to come together and talk about how shorts are working. Shorts is working for us. Are working for us. And so for anyone interested in that, you can get on the wait list for Thriving Creator Society. And then once you're in, then you can go and watch Wave's training and just start today. Like, so easy. I think she shared something like, did she share like 11 things to know about shorts? And easily half of the things she shared, I didn't even know that was a thing at all. So it was awesome training. So thank you all for being here. I have put, for anyone who wants to go and actually see the shorts from Jim and Sheri and Katy and Andi, you can go to their channel on your phone or your desktop. You'll be able to find their shorts, and I put links in the description so that you can go to their channels and check them out there, see what's working for them. And thank you all for being here. This was a lot of fun. We might do this every month with like a different panel of people because it's great. So thank you guys. Have a great rest of your Friday and have a great weekend.
Thank you.